Happy Valentine's Day. How about that? We've got a Valentine's Day stream and welcome 8 p.m. on a Friday night on a Valentine's Day 2025. And yeah, I had a little tech difficulty. This camera is not working. So I had to switch camera. Actually, my wife got the other camera. And she gave me permission to stream on a Valentine's Day. So isn't that sweet? And we're going to go shopping tomorrow. I guess that's our reward or our Valentine's celebration. And this is a good one. I know that I'm starting to stream like I'm streaming what I want to stream, right? and one of the things that I have that's outside. Am I muted? You can't hear me? Hello? Can you hear me? Tell me if you can hear me. Let me see who's in the chat here. Anima Rumpiri. Shane Sues, of course. America fan. Danielle, my mod. How are you, Danielle? David Nelson, of course. Slidey Pie. Gotta have a new book for you to read. And Christine. And let's see who else we got. Am I muted? Catherine K, good to see you. Here's Catherine K. Happy Valentine's Day. And Jason, good to see you. We hear you. Okay, audio's fine. Who said they couldn't hear me? I'm muted. Anima said they couldn't hear me. Yes, Trish Norman's here. Nice to see you. So this is a special live stream. And I must say, this is one I've been looking forward to. I've been not streaming when I don't feel inspired. And when I want to do, Christine, 17 months. Congratulations. Thank you. That's special. Thank you for sticking with me. And my YouTubers and Rumblers. And can you Rumblers keep an eye out if somebody does a Rumble rant or something to make sure, because I'm not sure if it comes through properly on StreamYard if there's a Rumble rant. But Siobhan, hey guys. So this one I've been looking forward to. I must say, and the reason is because I haven't been really inspired. I've been through a tough point in my life and all, and but I'm getting back. I'm getting more competent, and I'm just getting stronger. Boosh, good to see you, Boosh. And so, once you get out of the depression, you start getting more productive again. So I've been thinking about My Difficult Dog, which is my story I wrote, which is a follow-up to Brucey the One-Eyed Wonder Dog, which is my first children's book, and this is my second children's book. But it kind of got shelved. My designer, Grok, had a stroke. He's from Serbia, and he's really good, and he helped do my layouts. Now, the artist was Marina, and she's from Russia. And so you might hear a little more about her in a few minutes. But this is my second children's book. Well, it got shelved I was aiming for last Christmas, and it didn't work. So now I'm aiming for Easter. I'm aiming for Easter on My Difficult Dog. I took it off the shelf, and I said, I'm just going to make this happen because it's an unfinished project, and I don't like having unfinished projects. And so that's the first thing. So Shane, I see you're here. Can you pick up my Give, Send, Go campaign for My Difficult Dog, because this is going to be all about My Difficult Dog. That's the topic for tonight. And it's about love, which is, I think, a topic for Valentine's Day. And it's for my fans, and it's for people who really support me. And I thank you all for doing that. And thank you and I always want to thank the rewatchers, the replay crew is always cool. And of course, the Vice Squad, who is an honorary part of, let's not forget. Kaiser Pineapple is here, of course. Give, Send, Go. What does that do? Well, Jason, we're going to read it. We're going to go through. This is going to be I'm trying to aim to do about an hour, but I know what I need to talk about today. And you're going to know all about my new book, and it's going to be great. The age range for the new book is basically 0 to infinity, right? So, but it's a children's book. It's going to be targeted to the same as Brucey the One-Eyed Wonder Dog. Ginger with a Soul, thank you. So thanks everybody for being here and supporting, and I want your opinions and your help. I was thinking about coming up with some kind of vote thing, every super chat or Rumble rant will get a vote or something like that. But I'm just gonna, if you want to support the book, you can go to the Give Send Go. If you want to do super chats and Rumble rants and vote for your favorite, I will give you extra weight. I will give that. I will give that. That will make a difference. Okay, so just regular chatters, I'll listen to you. But if you really want to have an impact on either excluding us an idea or including an idea, then do it through Rumble Rant or Super Chat or something. And if you just want to support the project, please go to Give Send Go. So if one of my mods, if my mods would look up the Give Send Go site, let me see. Maybe I should probably be a little bit more. Oh, it's, you know, it's in the, I think it's in the description of the thingy. Thank you, Dartmouth. You're very kind. Yes, and so all the books are okay. So here, I'll give you a couple more updates. All of my books are available on Amazon or my website, except Brucey the One-Eyed Wonder Dog. Now, Brucey the One-Eyed Wonder Dog is the Brucey the One-Eyed Wonder Dog is available in coloring book form. Okay, and so that's black and white. I ran out. I sold out of the other book. And it's a very expensive book to make, and it would cost me a lot of money. And I'll tell you, my book business has just crashed since this whole situation, right? So people haven't been buying books, so I just can't bring myself to spend the kind of money it would be to print the book at a reasonable amount that would bring the cost down, so I could sell it to you at a reason. So it's just all these things. So my friend Grok, is my designer, is trying to redesign it so that I can print it through the Amazon printing, which is a lot cheaper than the other options that I was working with. So I'm working on getting Brucey available through Amazon in a smaller format, a little different format, not the original book, because the original book is super high quality, it's super expensive to produce. And if you have that, you've got a real collectible, put it that way. And I'm working on getting Brucey up and running also. Now, the second thing is, okay, My Difficult Dog. And we're going to talk a little bit about how the process of writing this works. Now, when I write a book, like all of my books except for my Brucey and My Difficult Dog, the children's books, I did basically 100%. I went front to back. I did everything in the book, except for some of the cover art, which my buddy Grok did. Okay. And layouts were the cover art and the layouts were Grok, but I wrote everything. I designed it. I laid it out. I did everything. Now, in the children's book are it's very important to get good illustrations. Very, very important. I'd say more important almost than the story, although they work hand in hand. So I'm going to show you how I've chosen designers and what I've done this time. And then we're going to choose a designer tonight. So by the end of this show, with your help, we're going to pick our designer for My Difficult Dog. Okay. What? Oh, my wife is talking over there. See, we're still together. So yes, and I want you, if you have questions about the process, please do tell me. And I really do. I must tell you, I'm basically decided that I'm going to self-fund this book. And it's going to cost some money. And I will say it's a loss leader, I guess. But if you could support it through Give Send Go, that would be great. And if you can't afford it, like I know my buddy Fiery Red Podcast, I don't want him giving me money. I'd rather him pray for me. And Give Send Go does have a pray button. And if you can just share, that would be great. AJ is here. Good to see you. Neurodivergent one. So okay, so what's the first thing? Let me see. What would be the first thing I can tell you about? Well, let me tell you about Jackson. Okay, and I'll tell you, Jackson is our difficult dog. Brucey was the one-eyed wonder dog, and these are both true stories, so to speak. And Brucey was just the most beautiful, wonderful dog of all time. He was so sweet, and my son was so attached to him. And we just loved him to death. And he's a Shih Tzu. He's white. He's a black and white Shih Tzu. And so when he passed away, it was very hard. We didn't want to get a new one, but we always adopt them through something called Florida Little Dog Rescue. And Jackson was on Florida Little Dog Rescue, and he was so cute. He has the most cute face. He's a 10 out of 10 on the cuteness scale. So we went and got Jackson. I'll tell you, he was a completely different dog than Bruce. He was a completely different dog. He is a difficult little creature. I will tell you, he has his own mind. Like Brucey wanted to be a human. Lucy he didn't recognize dogs. He's like, what are you talking? What's this dog barking at me? What's that about? Jackson is like all dog, and he's like, I'm a dog, and I'm the alpha dog. In fact, I run this place. In fact, you need to get in line. Get off my couch. I mean, he was quite difficult, very difficult. Now, when we moved to Miami, my friend Kathy has adopted him. Okay, so Jackson is now living in a beautiful home with 2 other dogs and a big yard, and we really kind of tough. You get attached to these creatures, and it was really hard. But we're living in a condo, and we're both working, and it just wasn't going to be possible for us to bring Jackson with us. We may get him back though, so I'm just saying it's out there, possibility. But he's going to get his own book, and actually, Kathy has been sending me pictures, and so first thing I think I should do is I should show you some of the pictures. So I'm going to give you a picture of what Jackson looks like. Okay, so you can see the real Jackson. Okay, and I'll give you some pictures here. Let me see. Okay, let me do share screen. One moment. Okay, here we go. You see this? Okay, so Jackson is the dog on the right. Okay, so this is one of his pals. So Jackson's over here. Okay, he's the one over here. You see, that's Jackson. Got it? Okay, and then let's see. There he is, front and center, commanding the couch, and he doesn't like anybody invading his territory. So that's Jackson on the couch, up close. And there he is with my friend Drew, and that's Fina. Fina is a black and white dog. She just passed away. So, but Jackson's there commanding the front and center position there. See him there? There he is. And then there he is sleeping. And this is his toy, that little toy that he loves. And this is his bed. He loves that bed. So that's the real Jackson. Isn't he sweet? He seems cute, doesn't he? See there? You don't know how difficult he is. There he is. He's just saving his energy. And there's Jackson. Now that, I'll tell you, that is the attitude. I don't know if you can see that, but that dog has attitude, man. He's looking at you like, yeah, that's right. I'm going to do what I want. I am in charge here. We see there he is. Look at the eye. Okay. So, hey, Vice Baby's here. Good to see you. Thank you. So this is Jackson. I think that's the last one. Oh, there he is. Okay, so that's Jackson. That's the real Jackson. Now I've written this book about him, and now you say, what is this book? This is My Difficult Dog. Now, if you can see it, it's 1.7. Okay, so what I do is I do this as sort of a test book, because I want to see how it flows and how it lays out and what I want to do. And oh, Daisy's here. Okay, keep tuned in, Daisy. We might need you for a little later. So this is My Difficult Dog, and Daisy. This is version 1.71. Daisy's a budding artist, and she's going to get, I think, version 1.6.1. Which is my draft. It'll be the only one in existence, and she's going to get it because she's a budding artist and help me out. In fact, you might hear about her in a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead. Now, what I did was I was going to do like AI illustrations of Jackson, but I can't say, I mean, my buddy Grok, I sent it to Grok, and it's true that kids can pick up on inconsistencies. So little kids will look at a dog and they'll say, that's not the same dog. And that's a very good point. I don't want that to be distracting to the kid. Like, Mom, why is he changed? That's not Jackson, right? And it's very hard to get these AI illustrations to be consistent. And I also, I mean, and Stevie, my son, really does not like the AI illustrations. I'm not, I don't know. My eye's not that tuned in, but he was like, no AI, no AI. So we need a real artist. So what I did was I sent out a request for different people to, and I paid them to draft up their vision. I picked some artists, and draft their vision of Jackson. And the artists came up with their vision of how they saw Jackson. And we're going to look at those artists' renditions of Jackson, and we're going to pick from them. And then I'm going to hire that artist to illustrate My Difficult Dog. But I want to read the story first. And everybody wants me to read. Now, this is a story. The pictures aren't the same. And when I get the book finalized, I will do a reading, and I'll just do one stream with a reading. But I also want you to understand the character of Jackson and the message. This book is even more biblical references. Now, here's what it is. It's composed of two parts. There's the stories, and then there's going to be a part two, which is going to be called The Real Jackson. Okay, The Real Jackson. And The Real Jackson is going to have pictures of the real Jackson. So you can, and then it's going to have, along with that, okay, so that's its two parts. And each section, each spread will have the dog, will have the part that you read to your child, and then over here is going to be a biblical quote that relates to the story. Okay, so what is, I wrote the story, and then I found that every panel has a biblical reference, because I really think there's a void in the children's book market, in that it's not, you can just read the story without faith. You can read the story, as a children's story. But the parent has got this side over here. So if you want to teach your child some morality lessons and some lessons about God and Christianity, you've got these biblical references here too that relate to the story, each panel. So it's this is sort of the parent side, and this is the child side. And this is on the right side, so that the child can sit next to you on your right, and you can read to them. And then you can talk about what the meaning is through the Bible. All right, so that's the idea behind My Difficult Dog. So let's read this. Okay. So the theme of My Difficult Dog is that just as we love our children, God loves each one of us, even though we are flawed. Okay, so let me say that again. Just as we love our children or our pets, God loves each one of us, even though we are flawed. Okay, that's the message behind My Difficult Dog. Okay, so it is, and I think I'm going to read it without the biblical quotes for now, if you want, so we can. So there it is. It says, "Meet Jackson." So it says, "Jackson came to us from the shelter. God gave him to us to love, and we love him." Right? Jackson wanted a home, and we wanted him. We are so happy. He moved right in with us. He became part of the family, and we love him. Jackson is fluffy and cute, and he tries hard to be good. See there? But he can be a difficult dog, as he is imperfect. Jackson begs for food at our table. Stop begging. Jackson just does not listen, but we love him nonetheless. Jackson chews up our napkins. You have made a mess. We clean up the bits of paper, but we love him nonetheless. Jackson runs away. Jackson, Jackson, we call. Jackson finds his way back when he chooses, but we love him nonetheless. Jackson scratches the furniture. Stop that, we scold. Jackson does not understand our ways, but we love him nonetheless. Jackson howls at night. Ooh, go to bed, Jackson. Jackson decides when to keep quiet, but we love him nonetheless. We look over you. You bring us joy. We know you are not perfect. But we love you nonetheless. God looks after us. We bring him joy. We are not perfect. We are just us. But he loves us nonetheless. So that's my difficult dog. See, kind of simple and short and cute. And just to give you a little bit of context so that you'll understand the biblical references, for example. Like when Jackson runs away, Jackson finds his way home back when he chooses, but we love him nonetheless. That's from Luke 15:32, which says, "But now we must celebrate and rejoice because your brother was dead and has come back to life again. He was lost and now he was found." So it's the prodigal son. Or for example, Jackson chews up napkins and you have made a mess. That panel right there, right? So the biblical reference there is Luke 12:15, which says, "Take care to guard against all greed, for though one may be rich, one's life does not consist of possessions." So each one of these has has a little biblical message behind it. Now, the same thing goes. What I was going to do, give you the real Jackson, and the real Jackson has got pictures of the real Jackson. Like here, there's the real Jackson, right? And so you're going to see photos of the real Jackson in part 2. But then when I was like, well, what is the biblical references? Well, it does kind of naturally flow, and I'm going to give you talk about Jackson and what kind of dog he is. However, what I did is I put the Luke. I love Luke, and it's the quote from Peanuts. Linus, and he reads this part from Luke. That is going to be the order here. So each one of these is Luke, and that is, and then except it ends with John 3:16 and Revelation 22:21, which is, "Yes, I am coming soon. Amen. Come, Lord Jesus. The grace of Lord Jesus be with us all." So it's a very strongly Christian book. And it tells the story of Jackson, my difficult dog, and how we're all difficult and God loves us nonetheless. Okay, my difficult dog. So support this by going to Give, Send, Go. And now let's talk about the artists. Thank you, Diane. Very nice. Let's see here. Okay, I'm going to show you okay, let me share screen here. Okay. Okay, I think that's good. Let me see. We can zoom in here. So we got the real Jackson, the story. So here are my artists that have submitted art for me. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, there we go. Can you see that? Thank you, Diane. I appreciate the Give, Send, Go support. It really does help. It's not these things are getting artists to work. It's very difficult. I'll show you how I'll show you how I get that. But Okay, so first is Marina. Now, Marina illustrated Brucey the One-Eyed Wonder Dog. I put her first. She was kind of already in the competition. She's an excellent illustrator. If you saw the Brucey the One-Eyed Wonder Dog, she did a great job. And that is, and so she's in the running. She is she's from Russia. And I will tell you, this is one of the biggest, I'd say, impediments, because getting her paid is difficult because of sanctions and everything that's going on. She can't work through my preferred method, which is 99 designs, because of all these sanctions. And it makes it really difficult. And I'd have to bounce the money through a third party, and she gets paid up front. And I'm concerned about that because what if the person zigs or zags, and then it's like, okay, well, I never got the money, right? Well, then I'm out. I mean, I don't know. I'm very concerned about that, but I am very confident that she's a great designer. Then we have Anna, and Anna is a top tier designer on 99 Designs. And I have this ranked in order of responses. So what I did is I bought, like, let's see, 2, 3, 5, and 6. So I took 4 artists and I sponsored basically them to come up with an image. And that's what Anna was, the first one. And she was very communicative, very professional, and she responded very quickly. I saw art in each one of these artists that I really liked. And she was one of them. So we're going to see these artists too and choose from between them. Then we had Shalu Narula. And she was the second designer to respond, the third designer overall. And also a top tier designer on 99 Designs, very good, communicative. She uploaded an illustration. And then we have Daisy Hinagiku. I know that means something. And Daisy's actually in our chat right now. And Daisy, I think, is 13 years old. And she is a super fan of Brucey and wants to illustrate My Difficult Dog, and actually came up with some art and sent it to me with some poses. And you'll see her art. And she's a budding designer. And I would love for her to be a 99 Designs designer, because you'll see she's very good. And so I said, well, you know what? I'm going to put her in the competition because she has, you guys can vote for her if you want. She's a fan, and she's did it on her own and did a great job. Then we have WFem, and I vote for whichever name is hardest to pronounce. Yeah, Zach, see, you're starting to trouble. Thank you for the super chat. You would do that, wouldn't you? Yeah, that's like whenever I was rooting for NASCAR, I always liked the guy with the deepest Southern drawl. So when they got interviewed at the race, you could listen to him. So WFem was very enthusiastic. I will tell you. Oh, good evening, D. Robinson and Zach. WFem was very enthusiastic. She really likes the story and really wants to illustrate it. And I loved her enthusiasm. And so she submitted her entry, and I paid for these, but I want to pick one from one of these 6. Marina and Daisy are sort of outside the other 4, but they're also in the competition. And then we have Lalu Taki. Lalu Taki is also a designer on 99 Designs, and his was the last to come in, but he got it in on time and did a good job, I think. So those are our designers. All right. Got that? Let me see. Now let me pull up the designs. Now remember, you've got the book, or all right, let me see here. Oh, well, maybe we should go over, let me just show you what 99 Designs is. Or let me show you the illustrations first, and then you can talk amongst yourselves and maybe vote, or however you guys want to work it out. But let's look at the pictures first, and then I'll show you how 99 Designs works, and then we'll come back and we'll make a choice. How's that sound? Okay, now the way I've done this is I've kept them in order so that you can see each. Okay, so the first one up, again, we went through, right, and we went through each artist. The first one is Marina, and she's the one that did Brucey. Now, you might have seen these already because this one I had gotten paid for this quite a while back. Can you see that? See that? Yeah, so this is Marina. And so this is she does these caricatures. And I mean, one thing I loved about Marina, and I do love about Marina, is that she makes great eyes, great expression, and the different characters here. And it has a look of a real artist. One thing I really like is the traditional. It's not electronically made, so to speak, or AI imagery generated. I want to get away from that. I want to have a traditional, kind of like it was painted with a brush. Whether it was or not, I don't know, but it fooled me. If not, that's Marina. She is spectacular, and you can get her book on watercolor painting on Amazon. She actually wrote a book on how to do illustration with watercolor, and then there's that's her final submission that she actually worked up a little bit. I told her that I'd like to have her in the pot, and hey, Justin, it's okay. You're just in time, actually. So look at the eyes. Aren't the eyes wonderful? And the real artist. So she redid some of the coloration and put this up here. So this is her submission for Jackson, My Difficult Dog. That's number one. Number one, Marina. Can you see that? Okay, got it. All right. So that's her submission one. Now let's see. This is number two. This is Daisy Hinagiku. And she has a YouTube channel, I think. Daisy, if you have a YouTube channel. So she does paints. I saw her actually. I was on, and it came up because I just subscribed to her. And she's a super fan. She's a big fan of Brucey, the One-Eyed Wonder Dog. And so she decided to do this. Look how good this. She's 13 years old. Is that amazing? Compare that. I mean, like Marina is a professional artist who does that. And look at this, 13 years old. And look at the expressions and the characters. She didn't see the other art. She did this all on her own, thinking about her vision of Jackson. And now there's her Jackson, My Difficult Dog. Isn't that pretty good? So that's Daisy. Feel free to vote with super chats or Rumble rants. And if my Rumble rants can tell me, make sure that you know that if I get one. All right. Thank you, Daisy, for the submission. It was wonderful, and I love it. Just makes my heart warm. In fact, the reason I write these is because I want people to read them. It's not even, buying them is part of it. That means you're voting for me as an artist and all, as a writer and a creativity person. But I really want you to read it. Okay, so there it is, Daisy. So here's number three. Now this is Shalu Naralu, and she's an artist on 99 Designs. And she actually took a panel from my book. I sent the book to the people, and Jackson chews up her nails and says, "You have made a mess," right? That panel, and there's her illustration of Jackson. I tried to tell them, I gave them the pictures of what Jackson really looks like. Isn't that one a good one? I like the print. Now, one of the things too is that, and you'll see there's an artist that puts a figure in it. I don't want the figures to be the focus should be on the dog and the expressions of the dog, because a kid doesn't want to have somebody else there. Okay, now here's this is out of order. This is Anna. So this is Anna. Anna's from Romania, and see, he can be a difficult dog because he is imperfect. So this is her thing. Look at the expressions on the dog here. They're just so sweet. The little patch here, and she's even got the red collar with with Jackson's collar here. And this is kind of like sad and scolded, tongue out, and that's very good. And I love the watercolor. Look at the tail here. This is like a watercolor effect. A little angry here, a little attitude up on the right. So that's Anna. Anna from Romania. And excellent job from Anna. She's a top-tier designer on 99 Designs. Then we've got WFem, and this is her vision of Jackson, My Difficult Dog. And this one's got a little more kind of a sci-fi feel, I'd say. And Jackson is out there, little psychedelic. The little blue. I was going to give, yeah, I'll give the spelling Slidey Pie. It was up, actually, it was on the paper before. So, so this is her submission with different pictures, different sides. And then we've got, this is Lalu Taki. And like I said, he came in, this was the last entry. And I told him, I said, I would take this child out, because when you have a child in the image like this, it crowds out the dog. So focus on the dog and the person. The person, like having no face and having this pet, that's okay. But this is, again, cleaning up the mess, right? And so I would take the child out, focus on the dog here. And there he is, like pet, pet, pet. And there's the mess. Okay, so those are our contestants. So let's round that up again here. So that because Slidey Pie wants it, Slidey Pie gets what she wants, because she's read my books and she gets full support from me. So we've got Marina, number one. That was Marina. We got Anna. We got Shalu Narulu. We have Daisy Hinagiku. We have W Fem. We have Lalu Taki. Lalu Taki. So those are our contestants. So let's talk amongst ourselves. What time is it? It's 8:40. All right. So we're going to get to that. But I think I'm impressed. I love artists. It's amazing. They get very different visions of the same dog. How could you how could you do to this? Daisy gets your vote. Thank you, America fan. See there? Mara fan? Amica fan. Okay. Yeah, Daisy's very good. She's amazing, isn't it? 13. Like the first one and the soft one, the best. The soft one. Which one was the soft one, Zach? I'm going to show you 99 Designs real quick, just so you can see, because this is really a neat website. You know who told me about 99 Designs? I will tell you, that's who turned me onto this, is Emily Bronca, which is Mrs. Andrew Bronca. D. Robinson, look at this. Thank you for your super chat. Daisy, you're getting votes. Are you still out there, Daisy? Are you still watching? Look at that. You got 2 votes already. Okay, let's see. Present, share screen. So here's 99 Designs. So you just go to 99designs.com. And these are all the people that there's Lalu, see there? This fellow canceled. The timing wasn't right there. He was a good artist, but My Difficult Dog. There's a W Fem. There's Anna. There's Anna right there. And there's Shalu Narulu. And there's my buddy Grok, and those are my other projects. They have all these projects going. This is where I go. So I've got Lalu, W Fem, Anna, and Shalu are. So what you could do though, so if you want to go and see, for example, let me read you. Well, like if we want to go look at Anna's work, okay. So I'll show you how I found Anna. So I searched for dog. She's a top-level designer. You can learn about her. Okay, she's a 5-star, 5 out of 55 reviews. Freelance illustrator, graphic designer. I've been drawing ever since I was little. I'm continuously seeking for adventurous and inspiring projects to keep my pre-creativity alive. She's won 17 contests, 17 runner-up, 56 one-on-one projects. These were one-on-one projects that I was doing. And then we have 16 repeat clients. And she responds within 24 hours 54% of the time. And here's what she does. And then, but I look when I'm looking for these people to their portfolios. And like here, I just love this dog right here. This one right here with the black and white dog. I think that's wonderful. And then this dog here, it looks very human. It looks like a person drew these. See these arts? So you can see these different artists, what they do. Isn't that great? Look at the tree, the fox, the squirrel. Very good artist. And I will say it's something that comes into account is how well they respond. Somebody who's on top of it. Look at this. This is great too. Look at these dogs here. So I just went up here and I said, okay, you can invite to work, you can message her. But if I go back to invite it in like designers, I can look at designers and you can say find new designers. And then you can search for something like children's book, children's illustration, maybe. There's see, and then there's just tons of people here who you can read about and go through. And then the other nice thing about 99 Designs is they do take a little bit of money for the service, but they also protect your money. So when you pay them, so the artist gets paid. There, you have to be very careful on how you draft the brief. But what you do is once you draft the brief and very specific, then you work with the designer and then you upload the money, but it doesn't get released until you get the final file. So they manage that, and then you get the copyright. That I will say that's my biggest problem right now with redoing with Marina, because I'm very concerned about the Russian sanctions stuff and all of that, and upfront and through a third party. Whereas my 99 designers there. All right, so that's pretty cool, isn't it? And Emily Branca showed me that. So let's go through these again, just so that now that you've seen them all and you've seen the process and I've talked about them, let's go and make some decisions. All right. Hey, Squid. Share screen. All righty. You see this? Yeah. So there's the this is Marina, and she did great. And of course she did do Brucey the One-Eyed Wonder Dog, which everybody loves. And I love Brucey the One-Eyed Wonder Dog, but it's hard for me to get. It's hard because I love Brucey so much, and so am I attached? But I mean, she's a great artist. You got to admit that, right? And then there's Daisy. Look at Daisy. You still on her? I don't see you chatting. She's in the competition, I'd say. And there is Shalou. There is Anna. And there is W. Fem. And there is Lalu Taki. What do you think? Should we eliminate one? Which one should we eliminate? Yeah, Daisy's still here. What do you think about your competition? Which one should we eliminate? That's my question for you guys. What's your least favorite? That's a good way, kind of a process of elimination, right? Let's see here. Okay, let's look here. Which ones? Come on, guys. Daisy and Anna, and then it says Shane is my mod. He gets an input. Stevie, do you want to vote on which artist we use?
What?
You want to vote on which artist to use? No. Okay. Like Shalou. That's when it's good action. Eliminate the last two, Zach. Zach has voted already with his dollars. He's super chatted. Eileen says no, she likes the last one. Can't eliminate any. You got to make choices here. You want to see them again? All right, Squid Pro, your wish is my command. We will see them. Let's do it in reverse order so that I don't taint the order. Although I put them in that order because that's the way they came into me. Okay, and I think speed is important because I want to get it done. You don't think the Dr. Seuss one looking fits? Which one's Dr. Seuss? Daisy's kind of nervous. Daisy and Anna. Diane also likes Daisy and Anna. No, it's got to be one artist, Vice. All right, let's see here. So this is Taki. Daisy and Anna are top two. See there, Daisy, what do you think? You're in top two by my choices. And these are professional artists you're working with. Okay, so there's You see that? Somebody, Zach said eliminate this one or the two. Eileen is voting. Okay, she's up in the bid for $5. Likes the first and last ones, but who do we eliminate? Okay, so I'll tell you, I'm not going to eliminate the last one because Eileen just voted. Let me see if I can go back. How do I move this around? Darn it. Okay, so here's that one. That's the Dr. Seuss one, right? You didn't like the Dr. Seuss one? You'd eliminate Ginger with a Soul, would eliminate this one. Okay, well, okay, that's possible. Let's see. Yeah, that's Dr. Seuss. That's exactly what that is. That reminds me of Dr. Seuss, which is a high compliment, actually. I mean, Dr. Seuss is great. I don't like, darn it, this is not right. Gotta move it. There we go. That's better. Then we got Anna. Ginger likes Daisy and Anna. That's Anna. Anna's great, I think. Slidey Pie, eliminate the Dr. Seuss one. What do you think about? And we've got Shalu, Daisy. Oh, Daisy. There's her different sketches. And then there's Marina. Okay, it looks to me like people are kind of going towards the Dr. Seuss one. That's WFEM. So we're going to eliminate this one then? That's what you want to do? Okay, we'll do that then. Sorry, WFEM. Though I'll tell you, being compared to Dr. Seuss is pretty high praise. All right, so I'm going to eliminate that one because we got to make some progress. We got to make this decision. All right. So let's take this one out. Let's see. All right, so now we're down to these. Okay, so let's go back through again. I didn't really finish that. Yeah, I'll have to write a Dr. Seuss book, right? That's a good idea. I know who my Dr. Seuss artist is. So here's Marina. There's Daisy. There's Shalu. And there's Anna. And there's Lalu. I'll tell you, what do you think about Shalu? Because I tell you, here's my thought about Shalu. I really like this panel. I like this panel a lot. And I think she'd be great. However, here's my concern is I think that between Marina and Shalu, I think this is very much like Brucey the One-Eyed Wonder Dog. And if I want to do this type of panel, if I want to have an identical one to Brucey, then I should really go with Marina because I know what Marina can do, and it will be locked in. The question is, do I want? And this is, to me, is very similar, but I think that I'd have to go with Marina between those two. Yeah, Marina looks more hand-drawn. I agree. So I think, and the other thing is nobody's really mentioning Shalu, which to me says it's not memorable to y'all. Not as memorable to y'all. So I'm kind of thinking the next one that should be eliminated would be Shalu. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. In fact, I'm naturally attracted. It matches the Brucey look. But if I want to match the Brucey look, wouldn't it be better to go with this one, who is the actual artist of Brucey, and this looks a little more natural? Yeah. See, I have decided. So I'm going to exercise my editorial decision. I'm going to eliminate Shalu. And the other thing is nobody's really talking about it, so that it's not as memorable. Yeah. And I mean, if it's too much like Brucey is good. Okay, so here's our choices. We have Marina, street cred Marina. We have Daisy. We have Anna, which people really like. A lot of people like Anna. And we've got Lalu, Taki. What do you think? Yeah, Marina's more realistic. Commander Striker says, Daisy, notice me, sis. Oh, you aren't seeing the pics? Okay, sorry, I forgot to present. All right, we're back to, so here's Kaiser's choices. Number 1, Marina. Number 2, Anna. Number 3, Daisy. Anna is good, isn't it? See there? All right, so of these 4, we've got 4 remaining. Which one should go? Lalu Taki, Anna, Daisy, or Marina? Ooh, this is tough, isn't it? 2-year-old voted for Anna and Shalu. Well, we just eliminate Shalu. So you're voting, your 2-year-old voted for Anna, and David Nelson, you got cred. Lalu, you should go. So we should go. Okay. Marina would look like Brucey and Jackson's a different story. Okay, see now this is I wanted to talk about that because see, this is the thing. Do I want to have it to be matching to Brucey, or do I want to have a different artist? Lalu's next elimination. That's the second vote for Lalu. Yes, they're gonna be drawing a lot of stuff. But it's going to be, I like it to be clean. I like a simplified, minimalistic approach, but there will be backgrounds. It'll be like Brucey. Squid Pro quote. It's my 2-year-old. Baby Squid likes Anna. And it's Marina and Anna. And Shane says that Jackson needs a different look than Brucey. Rumble gives in PayPal what I can rant with PayPal. I don't know, Jacob. You got to work that out. Hey, Slidey Pie, if somebody rants over there, tell me because I may miss it. All right, so we got. I think people are kind of landing on eliminating Lalu. All right, I think that's correct. I think we should eliminate Lalu. I like it, but I think the other 3 are a little stronger. Yeah, Marina does have the funding challenge. I have 3 others in the chat. We vote Shalu. Trish Norman. That's behind. You got to catch up. Come on, man. Okay, let's catch up because we're making progress here, and we're almost done with our hour. So we've got to make our decision here. And you guys aren't fully on board now. Remember, you got. All right, let's see here. Present. Here's what we got left. Yeah, write more books, Diane. So so we have Marina, who does have the Russia problem, and if we want to be like Brucey, then we go with Marina. Or we got Daisy. Diane says Daisy first, then Anna. And here's Daisy. And we got Anna. So those are our 3. We're in the top 3 now. Which one is it going to be? I don't know. Let's just vote for that. Let's vote for who do you like? Okay, Vice Baby, and boy, you don't know. Vice Baby, you get extra credit. Anna, 1 vote for Anna for that. Squid Pro Quos wants Anna. Eileen says Marina or Anna. Ginger likes Anna. Boy, everybody's going with Anna. Anna has the softest look. Slidey Pie likes Anna. Well, boy, it looks like we got a consensus here. Do we have a consensus? Jessica likes Anna. Amerifan got a vote for Daisy. How do I poll it? I don't know. And then we've got Marina, Anna, and Daisy there in that order. Expression of Anna is the cutest. I love this one down here and this one here especially. Anna. Socially awkward human has Daisy. Commander Striker. I think Commander Striker. I think you're coming in from Daisy's channel, aren't you? I know what you're doing. Catherine K. Anna with Daisy. Anna. Okay, looks like. I don't know. It looks like. Another Daisy. Look, it's between Daisy and Anna, but I think everybody's going for Anna. What do you say? I think that might be it. I think that might be our winner. Let's take a look at it real close. Now, she does have the advantage of being in 99 designs. So let's take a look real close here and see if you can. Look at that. Looks like a watercolor painting, doesn't it? Oh, it's too cute for a problem dog. Well, let's look at the problem. Here's the attitude. Look at that. Look at the face. And then over here, there's a problem dog. or this one down here. I think it's Anna. I think that is true. It looks like a watercolor painting. I agree with you. Okay, I'm gonna make the call. I'm making the call. It's gonna be Anna. So Anna wins the competition for doing My Difficult Dog. Was that great? Was that fun? Thank you all for the super chats, the contributions, and your opinions. And thank you to Daisy. Isn't Daisy amazing? Daisy, yeah, maybe I would write a book for you if you want to do it. Maybe we'll do something like that. What do you mean, grrr? Diane says, woohoo. Vice baby. Anna's it. Okay, so Anna's going to illustrate My Difficult Dog. And Daisy did do a great job. And so did Marina. I mean, all my artists were wonderful. But I mean, I think you guys made the right call. I think I'm feeling comfortable about it because I was really concerned about, I mean, Marina is so great. But I'm just concerned about, maybe I'm a lawyer and I get in trouble with the law. Okay, so what are we going to do now? We got to redirect. Thank you for helping out. Now, keep an eye out for Brucey and for, here we go, Kaiser's right. That's right. That's right. Okay, well, thanks a lot. That was fun, man. I had a good. I've been looking forward to the stream. I was wondering what you all would think about the different artists, and yeah, it's tough. I mean, well, the thing is, see, Anna's a professional. Daisy is 13 years old. I mean, she could make money just going on 99 Designs right now. So, expert streaming soon. Let me see who's streaming. I've got to go to this. So we're going to do the, well, thank you, Diane. That's very kind. Yeah. So Give, Send, Go. If you want to support the book, please go to Give, Send, Go and help out. And we're going to do a raid on somebody. Let's see, who are we going to raid? Content. I got to set this up. It's always problematic here at the end. Okay, redirect. Here we go. So who's going? We got that umbrella guy. We got legal mindset, potentially criminal. The lead attorney, potentially criminal. Maybe we should do potentially criminal. Do a Sean raid. What do you think? That umbrella guy, Dartmouth, legal mindset, or potentially criminal, maybe, or legal mindset. Okay, I think Rumble can raid also. How do I set that up? MLS. Here, we'll recap. Let me just set the we'll set up the Sean raid, and then we'll recap. So MLS, let me show you the art because I think you might have missed it. MLS, I will say part of this, MGLaw has been really a big supporter, and I want to say MGLaw also. MGLaw has been great, and his child loves Brucey, and he really inspired me to finish this book and to get it done. So here we go. There's our winner. That's our winner, Anna. Isn't that great? Look at the faces here. Look at this face. I think I'm very comfortable with this decision. Thank you all. There's an angry Jackson. And there's the, look at the face. And look at the tail. Look at the tail. All right. I think that's great. Good choice, guys. Honorable mention goes to Daisy and Marina, I guess. Daisy's 13 years old. All right. All right. So what are we going to do? We're going to go Sean raid. Potentially criminal raid. I don't know. I don't know what it is. And Jacob Castro, maybe you guys can teach me how to do a Rumble raid. All right, so I'm going to sign off. Happy Valentine's Day to y'all. Thank you, Daisy, for being here. And thank you to Anna, who's in Romania. I think she's in Romania. Works on 99 Designs. She's a top designer there. And she's just got another children's book. And we'll try to get this done for you by Easter. And I'll have a pre-order for it before then. So keep an eye out. Keep an eye out for I'm trying to redo Brucey so that it's in a format that I can print for at least expensive. So thanks a lot, guys. God bless you.